Today we are going to discuss economy and culture of the United States. The United States has seen a dramatic shift in the economy over our nation's history. The United States started primarily as an agricultural country, but it has seen a shift into one of the world's greatest economic powers since that point. The United States accounts for more than 10% of the world's exports, and it's important that you understand that exports are goods sold to another country. And like I said, we account for more than 10% of those. The United States is run on free enterprise. Free enterprise is an economic system where individuals own most of their own resources, technology, and businesses. And there's really little control from the government, something that isn't the same in many other countries.
It's in the air we breathe, the dirt under our fingernails. We hear it pounding in the night, feel it in our bones. Americans have always dreamed big dreams. Dreams so big we've needed skyscrapers to reach them, and families to pass them on. Stone and steel to build them, and generations to keep them safe. American dreams, so powerful they become an economy and build the greatest nation on earth. American free enterprise. It sets our nation apart. It makes America exceptional. It's the unstoppable power of 300 million Americans dreaming big and rolling up our sleeves. Our challenge? Create 20 million new jobs over the next decade. Washington can help in times of trouble, but free enterprise is what America's counting on to create jobs and growth for the long haul. And that's what free enterprise does best. Your dreams make the difference. It's the idea that came like lightning, that became the business, that created the paycheck, that fed the family, who supports the community, that becomes the American economy. Free enterprise is the unlimited potential of the American people. It's the innovator who likes questions better than answers. It's working late into the night, so hard the sweat tastes sweet. Free enterprise is the entrepreneurial spirit that keeps us striving for success. American free enterprise, it's all of us. It's you. So let's get America ready. Learn more about the 20 million job challenge. Stand up and speak out for free enterprise.
Now that you are all inspired by free enterprise, go out and make a lemonade stand and work into the late hours of the night and make a bunch of money. But I'm going to keep talking about agriculture. The United States is known for its great agricultural production. 40% of the world's corn is produced in the United States, 20% of the cotton is produced here, and 10% of its wheat, cattle, and hogs. And if you weren't inspired by the last video, maybe this will help.
I'm the son of a third-generation farmer. I've been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. I'm a God-fearing, hard-working combine driver, hogging up the road on my plower, chugga-lugga-lugging 5 miles an hour on my international harvester. 3 miles of cars laying on their horns, falling on deaf ears of corn.
For those of you that haven't turned off this video yet, we're going to continue with service industry. The United States economy is really driven by service industries. And what a service industry is any kind of economic activity that produces a service rather than a product. Nearly 3 out of every 4 Americans now work in service-related jobs, such as information processing, finance, medicine, transportation, and education. We used to be an industrial society, but now we find ourselves in a post-industrial economy where manufacturing no longer plays a dominant role. The United States is a very diverse society. 70% of Americans can trace their ancestry back to Europe. Hispanic Americans make up 13% of our nation's population, African Americans at 12%, Asian Americans at 4%, and Native Americans at 1%. English has been the primary language throughout our nation's history. El español es el segundo idioma más hablado, which, after I typed into Google Translation, means Spanish is the second most commonly spoken language. The religious breakdown in the U.S. shows that 1,000 religions are being practiced here. The majority of these are Christian at 85%, and Jews and Muslims each make up 2% respectively. This shows us the religious breakdown even more, with Protestants 51%, Roman Catholics 24%, Mormons in orange at 2%, Jewish at 2%, other Christian at 2%, and Buddhist and Muslim also make up a slice of the pie chart. Our total population in the United States pushes nearly 280 million people, with 80% of those living in suburbs that surround big cities. Suburbs really started with the automobile boom because people were finally able to get out of the city after working hours, when before automobiles it would have been too hard to leave the city because they wouldn't have had time to get back to work. Education has always been seen as important in the United States, and we can see this because 60% of adults in the United States are employed. Children ages 6 to 16 are required to attend school in the United States, with 9 out of 10 of those children being enrolled in public schools. The United States also has 2,300 four-year public and private colleges and universities, with the best one of those at the top being the University of Northern Iowa in Cedar Falls. If you look at some of the famous alumni from the University of Northern Iowa, you will find Mark Steinis, co-host of Entertainment Tonight, Kurt Warner, two-time National Football League MVP and MVP of the Super Bowl, and Ryan Frederick, history teacher and geography teacher at Spirit Lake Community Schools.